Hello everyone, my name is Joe Petruzzi, and today we're going to discuss production sheets. Production sheets are, in short, a template for your show. Most of the time they're subdivided into movements, and you'll most likely have 3 to 4 of them per show. Production sheets should include important information about starting the show, impact sets or features, and also notes about your show you don't want to forget. The information on your production sheet is not limited to music and also includes visual aspects, such as where you would like a certain section or a soloist at a particular time, or even how you want to transition into the next movement. Here I have an example of a production sheet. The piece used for the first movement is also Sprach Zarathustra, labeled at the top. You'll notice the first note says brass chorale on ramp on 30-yard line, all members hold until first impact. This means I have 5 brass players, 2 tubas, 2 trumpets, and 1 baritone standing on top of a ramp placed on the 30-yard line. Additionally, until the first impact is reached, the brass chorale and the rest of the band and guard will hold. I decided early on that it would not make sense visually for anyone to move during the build-up to the first impact. Therefore, I decided to have that information on my production sheet. Adding on to this, making a key of static information is a good way to organize your known constraints. For example, at the top of this production sheet, you'll notice it states keep all dots on grid, limit 2 to 3 curved spline sets, drumline behind wins most of show, exception drum feature. After many design meetings with my client, I was told that due to patterns of previous years, there was a possibility that there could be 2 to 3 people dropping out at band camp. The drill needed to be mostly linear and straightforward because of the practice time constraint, and finally the drumline was young, so tempo issues may occur if they are not in the back. This is information I will look at every time I make a new set, verifying that what I've written in the key stays true throughout the show. Lastly, some people write a count sheet. Personally, I decide how many counts each set has using the software itself, so I sync the music before I write the drill and before I make my production sheet. However, if I know a certain set must be a certain number of counts, I will write that down in my key. In conclusion, a production sheet can be as complex or as simple as you make it. Some writers have very formal production sheets, and some just write down what needs to be written down. The important part is the information itself, so in the end, as long as that is correct, you will be prepared to start the first set of your show. That's it for today's episode of How to Write Drill. I'm Joe Petruzzi. I'll see you next time.